Thank you, Marvelina. Well, I think the words of wisdom have already been shared by both Gerardo and Rio. Thank you so much. Absolutely inspiring. I have been sitting here listening to not only the tributes to the faculty at Cerritos College, but also the words that students are sharing, and it is so meaningful to sit here, and it reminds me again that wisdom is it's not shared through words. It's shared through the people who share our journey and the actions that others take and show to us. And so there really aren't any words of wisdom that I can share with you. And I think sometimes we mistake the finished product or people in authority as those who can share the wisdom. And they're usually the people who are the least capable of sharing wisdom. And I don't say that as a negative. I say that as it's often very easy to forget that when we have arrived at a goal or are now the thing that we thought we always wanted to be, it's when we have to start all over again and start learning again. And you learn that from other people, and you'll find that in the most unlikely places. So instead of words of wisdom, I'd like to share a few lessons learned, and we'll see where that goes. So I'm kind of making this up as I go because, again, you write down what you think you want to say, and then it moves to somewhere else. So I want to take a minute and have each of you close your eyes. Just close your eyes for a second. This isn't a trick. No one's going to get a pie in the face or anything like that. Just close your eyes, okay? Everybody here, close your eyes. And I want you to visualize where you want to be in 5 years. Not where others want you to be, not where you think you should be, but where you want to be. This might be part of your education, this might be a job, this might be something entirely different, it might be traveling the world. But where do you want to be? So close your eyes and visualize that. So picture yourself in this place. All right, take a snapshot of that place, or that thing, or that job, or that whatever it is, take a snapshot. Okay, now open your eyes. That is your goal. That is where you want to be. And I want everyone, whether you do it right this minute or you do it a little bit later, I want you to write it down. Put it in your phone, somewhere that you're going to be able to find it again. Write it down. Remember it. So you've already probably taken a first, a second, a third, a fourth step in that journey already. And part of that is coming here to Cerritos. And but how do you get to that place? How do you get to where that next place is that you want to be? It doesn't happen overnight, and it will not happen, as our student speakers have already said, without a lot of failures, because it's in the failures that you learn so much about yourself. When I was in college, I wanted desperately to be an actress. And I was told by just about everybody in my life that was the worst possible goal that I could possibly have. How competitive it was, how hard it was, how challenging it would be. And so I wanted to please the people in my life who said those things. And they were my parents, who I loved desperately, but they were afraid for me. They were afraid that I would be hurt, that I would not have the things in life that they wanted me to have. So their intentions were good, but they were also limiting. So I tried to please others, and I failed miserably because it wasn't what I wanted to be. It wasn't what I wanted to do. And so eventually, I had the courage to tell my family that I really had to follow my dream. And to their credit, they allowed me to do that, not without some heartbreak, I'm sure, but they allowed me to go out and do what I wanted to do. And I've never regretted that, because it has led me to everything that I have done in life. I am a vice president of academic affairs, and you might want to say, well, how does that connect with being an actress? Well, I can tell you there's not enough time to do that today and all the different progressions, but that's what I tell everybody when they say, well, what can you do with a career in the arts? And I say, you can be a vice president of a college someday. Because the things I learned along the way were the things that helped me be what I wanted to be. And it changed, and it will keep changing. We are not a fixed product. We move, we change, we grow. And if you don't, then something is terribly wrong. You must have the courage. So one lesson learned is believe in your dreams, believe in yourself, believe in what it is that you want to do, and you will get there. Next, you must find people who share your goals, not the goals that I want to be a this or a do a that, and someone who wants exactly that same thing. Find those people who will share and support you in the goals that you want. And do not limit who those people will be. Don't prejudge them. You will walk into that classroom when you go onto your next college, and do not make a snapshot and snap judgment of the people that you see in that classroom. You will be surprised. I have been surprised my entire life from the people that what I thought somebody was and what they really were. Support comes from so many places, and they are usually unexpected, so don't limit that. But do not waste your time on the people who will not support you and share your dreams. Do not waste your time. And when I say that, that doesn't mean rejecting the people who don't understand, but you must have the courage to continue on and believe in what you believe and what you want will also get you where you want to be. And finally, one thing that my father has done many things. He was the wise person in my life. And to his credit, when I first said that I was going to do something different than what he wanted me to do, to his credit, he said, okay, how are you going to get there? And so he made me, it was a little bit corny at the time, but I've always thanked him. He made me sit down and write out that goal that I just asked you to visualize, and how if you have a 5-year goal and what you're going to do, what are you going to do the first year? What are you going to do the second year? What are you going to do the third year? And he made me sit down with him every single year and review where I had gotten. And you know what? It was never exactly what I had thought it was going to be, but it helped me to acknowledge the milestones. And so I want you all to acknowledge where you've been. That's what today is about. Today is about acknowledging where you've been and where you want to be. And you must continue doing that. Don't wait for a celebration like this to acknowledge it in your own life. Invest in yourself and invest the time. So in a year from now, I want you to take out that phone and that goal that you wrote down, and I want you to look at it again. Remember it. Again, as I'm sitting here listening to you, I hear the rawness and the passion in what it is that you're experiencing right now in your life. And you know what? You forget about it. You forget that rawness, that fear. And it is so important that you never forget it. And I say that to all of us who have achieved what we thought we wanted to achieve, because if you stop feeling that fear and feeling the rawness of the emotion at the time, you will forget where you've been. So don't forget where you've been, but do not forget where it is you're going. So I challenge you each, whatever you visualized 5 minutes ago, you're going to revisit it in a year, and you're going to see how am I moving along to that goal, or did my goal change? I want to wish you success in your journey. I envy you. I envy you on all the things that are ahead of you and that you will experience in the next year as you make that transition, and the year after that as you start feeling more comfortable in the next place that you're at. And I'm excited for you, and I'm proud of you. We are so very grateful here at Cerritos College that you shared part of this journey with us. We are the ones who benefit from you being here. And I hope that I know that you will always remember these faculty who have shared this with you, but I hope that you will also come back and share with us where you have been and what you have learned, because that makes everything worth it. And that's why we do what we do. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for letting me be here with you. And I wish you much success. Congratulations.